then Torquay away. Mark, is there a bit more sort of confidence, a bit more of a spring in the step of the players in training this week after last Saturday?
Yeah, we've had a good week. The lads aren't too down. We've just not been picking up the results we would have liked. We keep reiterating we're out of nothing. You know, we are still in with a chance of doing everything we wanted to at the start of the season. We know we need to improve. We're working on that. Morale's been good. Confidence is getting back to where we should be, where we want it to be. We've had two tough games. We've come out of two tough games, tough home games. Draws when we could have won them both.
And I suppose now the trick is to A, do that on the road, and B, turn performances into results.
Yeah, of course it is. Results what counts, what you see on a Saturday at 5 o'clock, but performances get you there at this stage of the season. We've put in two decent performances now. We've worked hard again on the training ground, and hopefully we can go down there and put in a good performance that gets us 3 points as well.
And I suppose going away sometimes you can get that siege mentality a lot easier, can't you?
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think it's just confidence. You know, he's starting to come back a little bit more. They're starting to believe in what we're doing more. Not that they didn't, but just sometimes need something. And you know, a late equaliser against Portsmouth, a 90-minute performance, the first 90 minutes performance we've had this season, bar a couple of cup games against a decent side in Oxford. You know, we should have won that game, but you know, we didn't. We've just got to keep working, keep trying to do our best, and making sure that we just eradicate silly mistakes that are just knocking us down when we shouldn't be.
And the one clean sheet of the season so far at Accrington,
resulted in a win.
Yeah,
resulted in a win. So, you know, the more clean sheets we keep, you know, the more games we will win, and the more games we'll have a chance of winning. So we'll score goals. If we've just got to stop making silly mistakes, and that's everybody. You know, everyone's contributed to our own downfall in terms of conceding goals. So cut those out and just keep performances like they were against Oxford.
And looking at Torquay, they've not had a great start either, so they'll be under a little bit of pressure as well, perhaps.
Well, they're above us, so it's early days. Listen, it's you know, Alan's gone down there and he's had a fair bit to do down there in terms of bringing a few players in. They've brought some good ones. They'll be a tough opponent for us. You know, we know a lot of their players. I haven't seen them live this season, but I've had good reports about them. Hard working. It's going to be a tough game. We know that. You know, both teams at the wrong end of the table at right this moment in time. We've got to use Oxford as a springboard and making sure that we go there, perform, and hopefully get 3 points.
And if you do that, you'll go above them. How much encouragement will it give the players if you can start climbing the table?
Yeah. Whenever we need to go on a run. We know that we need to throughout the whole any season. If you want to do well, you've got to win consecutive games and make it, you know, go on runs, and that's what we're trying to do. At the minute, we've just gone 2 games unbeaten, 2 draws against, you know, decent enough sides. We're a decent side, and we've got to stop talking about it and show it.
A couple of years ago, you both met obviously in those playoff semi-finals. Is there perhaps just a little bit of excitement when your two clubs meet, because you know the history was entertaining?
Yeah, I suppose so. You tell me. It's Torquay away. It's a nice trip down to the seaside, but it's all about the performance and the result that the boys put in. You know, we've worked hard. We can do all the work on the training ground. The concentration levels have got to be good on Saturday. They've got to enjoy themselves, work hard for each other, and express themselves. And if they do that like they did Saturday, I mean, like I said, we just tighten up on 1 or 2 things, and we'll be okay.
Stephen Gillespie's gone back to Fleetwood.
He has.
A word for the month that he had here?
Yeah, he did well. He did well, but just, you know, finances dictate sometimes. Jamie's back training now and fit. I'd like to thank Gilly for his efforts. He came here at a tough time for us, you know, but he had 1 or 2 really good games where he sparked us, and we should have done better with him. But it just, you know, once Jamie's back, you know, we just got to concentrate on our own at the moment.
And obviously, great news to have Jamie back, because there has been, you know, the odd sort of snag along the way, hasn't there?
Yeah, everyone knows he's getting on a bit, but his movement, his quality, his finishing, his goal scoring record will speak for itself. So, you know, you saw in that just the 20 minutes that he played against Burton, the pre-season that he played, his movement, his awareness, his goal scoring threat will add massively to our team. And you know, it's been a blow to miss him for 4 or 5 weeks. But you know, Wes has worked really hard with him. His shoulder's fine, his fitness is fine. It's just he nicked his calf as well. So that's what happens sometimes. But he's been patient, and hopefully he'll get a chance inside it.
Is he pushing for a start yet?
No.
But it's just great to have him back in the squad as an option.
Yeah, definitely.
How are Troy and Craig?
Troy and Craig are. Troy may be trained middle of next week. Craig probably the middle of the week after. So we'll just see where we are with them two, really.
But I suppose there's light at the end of the tunnel with those two, isn't there?
Yeah, of course. And you know, like I say, over the last 2 or 3 years, we've been really lucky with injuries. You know, it's something we pride ourselves on. Wes works really hard on the pre-ab side of it with his team, making sure that injuries are kept to a minimum. But when you keep a small squad like we do, we've picked up 2 or 3 injuries more than we've ever had, and to have them all at one time has been a blow. But these things happen. These things are there to test you, and we have to deal with it.
Everyone else okay?
Everyone else is fine. Just come through the next couple of days training and head down to Torquay and make sure we win.
Thank you. Good luck.
Cheers.
Right. You said Jamie wasn't going to play every game this season. You're going to look after him, but do you think because he's had a bit of a false start, you might be able to get more out of him between now and the end of the season? Then
we'll just have to see. He's this, even if he started Saturday, or there's still a chance he won't play every game. We'll just have to see with him. He'll play as many as he's, if he gets in the team. My 2 strikers scored last weekend. He'll be a potent threat for us, I'm sure. But right at this moment in time, we've just got to get him back on the pitch at some stage as quickly as we can.
Yeah, you said that because Torquay struggled last season after getting the playoffs twice, you actually used them as an example of what you had to avoid this season, didn't you?
Yeah.
But it is difficult to keep getting up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Year in, year out.
For clubs like ours, like the size of ours and Torquay's, to get playoffs and then the playoff final and then the playoff again, which is where they were and what we've done with like a year behind them. It is, that third one's tough, and I did use them as an example, but I have no doubt that we won't get sucked into that trap. We've got too many good players here, and I think things are starting to come together with this current group that we've got, and I'm looking forward to the months ahead.
And you're still here. There's been no managerial change like there has been down there, so there's probably more stability at this level.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
And do you want to be judged when everyone is fit? Because
judge me now. I've got a squad of players that I'm more than happy with putting a team out. It's a blow when you lose 3 of your back 4 and your tops. Potentially your top scorer, or you think's going to be your top scorer. But you have to deal with it, and don't judge me when everyone's fit. Judge me now. And over the years it's been. We've made steady progress. We haven't got to where we needed to or where we wanted to. We're out of nothing yet, and if people are writing us off, I don't think we're going to win the league right at this moment in time. But there's 7 places to play for to get minimum playoffs, and 39 games to go when I last looked. So plenty of points, plenty of time. Some teams have made great starts, and they're 9 points ahead of us or 8 points ahead of us. So we've got a chance to.
Yeah. Can you think of times over the last 2 seasons where things have just clicked and you have started on a run?
Yeah, there's been times, but there's been a good feel about the last 10 days, particularly. Training's been good. I think bringing in Dave has been the right thing. I think me and Neil really scoured who we should bring in, and I think we've put in the perfect person for where we are and what we need right now. And I think it's given everybody a nice little boost, and hopefully that can continue, and we can see that in results and performances.
Yeah, the players have all commented on Dave's impact. He's made a positive impression with them already, hasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, listen, there was nothing wrong with me, Neil, and then Jason. It's been done well for 2 years, but sometimes you've got to just freshen things up, mix things around a little bit, and they need a different voice, less of me, more of me at certain times, less of me during the week. Dave's a really good coach. Neil's a really good coach, and together those two will be doing most of the training sessions, with me, and I think it can be beneficial to everybody.
Yep. Cheers, Mark.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.